for all those years that I lived beside those people, you know, wherever it was, if it was in a company in Los Angeles, if it was in Salzburg at Red Bull, whatever, I knew that I was me, and that I was I was like, I would almost say it's like if you could define it as you think you're an alien on a planet, you know, and you've incarnated in this body and you're not from here. So you kind of feel like you're from another planet in some cases. And so I've learned to accept that. And so when 2020 rolled around, up to 2020, it was like everyone said, okay, he's a little weird, but you know, he does excellent work, or he's, you know, he's whatever. He leaves us alone. We'll leave him alone, or, you know, or him being just anyone who's, you know, like feeling that way, like they're an outsider. Everyone kind of live and let live, right? And then 2020 came, and I had the good fortune in my life to have delved into healing, into foods, and to knowing about my immune system and studying that quite extensively. So I understood the terrain theory, or the terrain philosophy. I don't even think if it's a theory, it's just the philosophy of terrain, which is that your body is your real estate. It's the only thing that you own. And if you take care of that body by feeding it good stuff and by being cognizant of pollutants and things around, I mean, there's some things you can't do anything about. I mean, we're living in, you walk outside and if there's chemtrails flying, I mean, you're going to get it. There's nothing, you're not going to walk around with a hazmat suit, right? Certain things you got to take into consideration that's just your karma, whatever you want to call it. But it was always okay to live side by side with these people. Even if they thought you were strange, you could be courteous. You could just not go into certain subjects with them because you know where it would lead. And when 2020 came around, people that don't even know how their body's immune system work, they know nothing about viruses. They just heard that there's such a thing as viruses because that's what's taught in universities and that's what doctors say, and people with important letters after their name. They accept that because they're so busy with their lives being conformed to the system that they never went into their power and realized how powerful they are. We each are as individuals. So when someone comes along on television and is calling themselves a doctor and a minister of health or whatever, and he says there's this dangerous enemy out there, it's invisible and it's lurking behind every corner, and it could come and attack you and make you sick and you could die, and you aren't smart enough to have checked it or weren't aware of it because you just never went that way in your life and never spent any time learning about your own body's real estate, you accepted that. And then you looked at all those people, and this is where 2020 became different. You looked at all those people who were different thinkers, who thought different thoughts, who were thinking outside the box. You suddenly looked at them as a threat. And not just like you couldn't live and let live any longer. It was now like, these people are dangerous and we need to do something to isolate them from us because they're going to bring down society. You would see news anchors on television saying that they think it's despicable that there's people out there who would not wear a mask or who don't want to take a vaccine. So this is the big difference between before 2020 and after 2020. So society has split now.